Hello folks, welcome back to the channel. My name is Joel Duggan if this is your first time here, and this is my first time in Minecraft Bedrock Edition on the PC. I say first time with a little bit of air quotes there because I did play on Xbox very briefly when I was looking to explore what it would be like to play Minecraft with a controller. It didn't last very long. I only played for about, I don't know, an hour or two. And I did spend a little bit of time in Bedrock taking screenshots for the Spawn Chunks podcast, but really I haven't played. I did walk around a few hours ago to double check some settings and make sure that my hotkeys are all in place so I don't have to mess around with that on stream, but I haven't actually played in a world. So we're going to start a new world today on stream. And the reason we're doing that is because vibrant visuals are here. 1.21.6 is the Java edition release. This is Chase the Skies. I don't know the Bedrock version. Actually, yes, I do. 1.21.90 is the Bedrock version for this release. And so we're probably going to look for some happy ghasts. We're going to try to get a dried ghast and turn it into a ghastling and all that. But we're going to be starting from scratch. So it's a very rare opportunity for people that are fans of my channel or people that are folks that have been listening to the Spawn Chunks podcast to see me play Minecraft from the start. I don't normally do this. We've been on the Citadel for almost 8 years. And so it's a long-term project. And so we're very endgame on the Citadel. So this should be a pretty fun opportunity to start over. I'm probably just going to try to find a village right away just for some easy resources and food and shelter and stuff like that. I'm not going to mess around with a lot of building. It's probably going to be focused on process, on progress, and messing with some settings. And I'll be giving some feedback on vibrant visuals as well. If you have any tips for vibrant visuals, if you have any Bedrock settings tips, if I notice anything that I'm doing wrong, let me know. Gameplay wise, like I know what I'm doing in Minecraft, so I'm not too worried about that. I may leave the tutorial on briefly, but if it gets annoying, I might turn it off. The screen tiles for the tutorial are a little bit large, so I might just bail on that because I'm pretty sure I know what I'm doing. But SweetSandi, good to see you. 0T666, hello. Brassmeister, Mosaic Dream, and I saw Origami Guy, hello. Danube Gaming, welcome back. Looking forward to seeing your opinion on vibrant visuals. I already have some opinions, and we'll get into that in just a second. So, Time Lord live. Made it. Heard on the podcast you were planning this. I knew following would pay off. Yes. You can also follow on Twitter and on Blue Sky, just in case the Twitch notifications are a little bit behind. I also post on Instagram stories when I go live. So if one of those social platforms is your bag, then check that out. Or if you're part of my Discord, of course, you'll get a notification when I go live on the Discord. Speaking of, did the bot work on Discord today? I was going to check it, but oh. Yes, it did, but it did not include the new title. I really wish that it would be more accurate. That would be nice. But anyway, let's pop over into the game. So obviously different interface. I don't have a skin. I'm not really too worried about this. This is not going to be a long-term world. I don't know what that is actually. There's a red dot that was not there before. Oh, it's just letting us know that Chase the Skies was out. News. Okay, cool. So right now, just to kind of give people an idea about what I've done, I'm just going to focus on the video settings, and I will let you know my first bit of feedback for Mojang is to have a single button that will allow you to access your video settings. Instead of coming in here, clicking on video, scrolling all the way down to vibrant visuals, expanding vibrant visuals and scrolling farther. It's a real pain, especially when you're messing around with things. So I've got my shadow quality up on ultra. Clouds are, I'm not sure where that is. It doesn't give me high, I guess. Volumetric fog quality is also on high. Reflections are on ultra because that seems to be the thing that I like the most about vibrant visuals. And then bloom, I took it all the way down. I don't know where I like it best. We're going to wait for nighttime and we'll maybe mess around with it. Upscaling is on TAAU and resolution is automatic. I'm playing on a 2K monitor, so this should be a full 2K resolution. You're only getting 1080p on stream, but that's where I'm at. Now, here's the one tricky thing that I've messed with, and I will pass this tip on to you. Adjust the brightness. Now this might not show up exactly on stream, but this should be not visible. This should be barely visible, and this should be easily visible. In order to do that, I have to drag the slider way over here. And it turns everything into this really dark, contrasty vibe in Vibrant Visuals, and I don't like it at all. So this is going to be a bit of a personal taste thing. I would encourage you on Vibrant Visuals to play around with this until you get where you like it. For me, on my monitor anyway, and this is an Acer 27-inch, I don't remember the model. It should be listed underneath my Twitch stats. But right underneath the E, you will see the one that's not supposed to be visible, and this will not be easily visible on the right-hand side. But I say E, or start in the 50% range, but then bump it up a little bit. I find that helps reduce the like really deep contrasty vibe. So also I just realized that I don't think you guys are getting sound from Minecraft. So let me just add that. Audio application, audio output capture. That should be working, I think. I may have to duck this down to about 1, and then I need to check Bedrock. Yep. So there is music playing. Can you guys hear the music on stream? And hear the clicks and things? Barely. Okay, well, the music is quiet right now. We'll get into some gameplay and that'll be a little bit different. We're going to create a new world. What should we call this, chat? Think about what we're going to call it. Throw some names in chat. We're going to go with hard. General difficulty. It's going to be a survival world. I don't want to do hardcore. Flat world, starting map, bonus chests, show coordinates. I may turn that on. Can I turn that on later? Anybody know? Show days played. Recipe unlocking. Fire spreads. I'm okay with all of this. Map loot, natural generation, tile drops, skip the night by sleeping. That makes sense. Oh. 10 chunks, simulation distance. That seems fine. I don't want to go with any cheats, I don't think, at this point. I guess just calling it Vibrant Visuals is a good way to go, isn't it? Turn on coordinates later? Okay, cool. They overlap some of my Twitch menu bar, so I'm only going to use them if I need them. Don't want to do any experiments. I don't think there's anything. Mob briefing, entitled job, weather cycle. Yeah, the only thing I would turn off would be like fire spread maybe, but we'll leave that. It's been a minute. Let's just call this Vibrant Visuals. So, random seed, I've got no idea what's coming. Enor single, yes, I know. I know it's not the same as render distance. My render distance should be at 28, I think. I'll leave without saving. Hold on. Render distance. That's deferred render distance. I thought thought I had render distance turned up. Unless vibrant visuals limits the render distance. I also don't like that these things click when you click anywhere on the screen. It's not just the button. It's called deferred render distance when vibrant visuals is on. Okay, well, thank you very much, Noob Gaming. Let's go up to full. That changes every time I come in here, which drives me nuts. The settings don't seem to save. I mean, I'm sure it's a human error thing, but still, it's annoying. Create new world. Vibrant visuals. I think I will go with your advice, Sandy, and we'll just turn fire spread off. Just in case we find something cool, like an exposed lava lake. I just don't want things to burn down. I think that's everything. The only downside is I can have dark mode on if I want to use vibrant visuals. Retro Shaggy, you mean you can't have vibrant visuals? Cool. Thanks again, Denim. Appreciate it. Time Lord Live. I already had an impact on my building decisions. Oh, cool. We're on the beach. Nice. So one thing I've noticed is that sunrise and sunset, things tend to look really good. Like things tend to look pretty decent. I really like the reflections. I think the reflections are very cool looking. If you go in and turn them off, it's very different. So I'll take like a screenshot quickly. I also find this really disruptive. Like a screenshot should not be this involved. And that folder where it puts it is impossible to find. It took me forever. But if I'll say quickly, this is again a big pain when you're playing with vibrant visuals to come in here. You're gonna go all the way down, find your visuals, reflections. So if I turn the reflections off and we go back out, it gets very linear. Like there's this line of reflections here, but then nothing happens to the left and nothing happens to the right. It's very simple. I find that a lot of the settings don't seem to do much. So we'll turn that back on to ultra. I'm going to try to do my best. Actually, I should take a screenshot. Again, wildly disruptive. And the screenshots, they don't put them in the right order either. They're not they're not in the folder in the order in which you took them. Like it's so frustrating. So I'm going to try to only change one setting at a time when we do stuff like that, just to make sure that we can see the differences. So we're going to go back to reflections all the way up to high. Ultra, pardon me. So right away you can see that there's more happening around in a radius. Now I do find that sometimes, like I'm getting a very heavy strobe effect, and I was not getting that earlier today, and I don't know why. It might be because we're just near water. Anyway, I need to find someplace high to see if there's a village around. I really like the refractions and stuff along the water at the bottom. Oh, there's a drowned over there. Not too worried about him. I can outrun him. I just want to have a bed. I thought that was a mineral for a second. It was leaf litter. It might be point where we can see a village from over here. Oh, see a village in the distance. So one of the issues that I have is the closer it gets to high noon, the more saturated things get, and you can really see it on pigs. And I'll try to bring up some screenshots on my first break once we get like established here. The grass is very green. Like I said, it looks really good in the mornings and the evenings, but then in the midday, everything gets oversaturated, and everything gets oversaturated with like a level of red that's just really strange. Like, I don't know where at Mojang they thought this looks good, because it's really oversaturated. And I've seen a lot of people complain about it online, and they've been complaining about it since Vibrant Visuals was in the preview. But I'm looking for, specifically pigs look sunburned. Like they're neon pink, and it makes no sense at all. Unfortunately, to turn Vibrant Visuals off, I have to save the world and log out, and it takes a while to load back in and out, so I'm not going to do it all the time. We need food, and obviously we've got some shelter now, so we're going to be piggybacking on the backs of these villagers. Yay. But you can see how red the path blocks looks compared to regular Minecraft. Very reddy orange. More food. I will take some free armor. Holy crap. That will help long term. Also, the villagers are quite pink in the day. Didn't check to see if there's anything in these. No. But I do find that things get very overexposed. Like the tops of things, like he's really, really bright white on the top. At some point I might steal a bed. But yeah, look how bright that pig is. Like, it's really crazy. I wonder if I might be able to bring up an image on my computer. Thumbnail. Okay. Let me just browse for an image here. Yeah, here's a good one. So there, let me just see if I can get over to him. It's a pig. Right, so there's a pig with vibrant visuals. And there's the pig without vibrant visuals. Like, he is sunburned. It's really strange. Really bizarre. I'm also not used to the game pausing when I tab out, because of course I normally play on a server. Crispy bacon. Yeah, no, they 100% are very crispy looking. I lost kind of where I was going, but we're just basically stealing this. Villagers' resources. We are going to take some of these for sure. That is some food for me. Excellent. We're probably just going to have this be our home base. I've not seen a house like this before. That's cool. So the reflections and refractions are really cool. Like I like the water. It doesn't give like details too far out, but it keeps it detailed in. The distance in the fog is really cool. I don't know a lot of differences in the sky. So like one of the things I saw online was that, well, one thing, I don't know if you guys can see this, but if we look at the sun, don't do this in real life. If you look at the sun, I am seeing a constant, like there's rings, concentric rings. And I see that everywhere I look. The sky has just got these rings completely radiating out from the sun. And every time I move my camera, they shift. So there's this constant strobing in the sky, and it really takes me out of it. And I can't figure out what that is. I don't think it's the fog. I don't think it's the clouds. But this is, I think the clouds are ultra. It's a good time to look at the clouds with the sun shining like this. Again, such a pain to go all the way down here. Clouds are on high. So if we take the clouds down to medium, it's sort of got rid of some of the little edges to them, I think. I'm gonna take a screenshot here. So obnoxious. Is there any way I can turn that off, Bedrock players? Because I just want to take a screenshot. It doesn't have to give me visual feedback. That was at medium. That's high. I guess there's a little bit more happening on the edges of the clouds, but I'm really not seeing much. It's also weird that my hand is white and it's not square. I feel like that's different in Bedrock. Like, I'm supposed to have pink hands, but like my hand is white, right? Seems strange to me. Certainly seeing a little bit more orange on the edge of the clouds there. Again, sorry this is so tedious. And then ultra clouds. I guess the ultra clouds you can sort of see on the distant clouds. It doesn't really affect the ones that are right next to you. It's more the ones on the edge that have more of this lighting effect on them. I mean, clouds are not super important to me, and if it affects the performance, then I might bring them down. I don't really see a difference. Perhaps some accessibility features could get rid of the flash. That's a good call. Camera shake, glint strength, glint speed, toast notification duration. Nothing. You'd think the flash would be one of them, wouldn't you? Anyway, as the sun sets, it gets much nicer. Like all of a sudden, the grass is not nearly as neon. It's a little bit harder to see. The pig is still too pink, but he's not, well, yeah, sometimes the pinks, anything that's red in the world is going to be overly saturated. I find that the poppies are really red. The villagers that have red on them are very, very red. It's the kind of thing that when I used to work in animation and TV, back before TV was all digital and there was like CRT screens, you had to be really careful what you did for red, because red would bleed on a TV. Like it would create almost like a bloom. And that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing like these overly saturated reds. But the sunsets are really pretty. Like it does look really, really cool. If I can get up a little bit higher, there might be some water over this ridge here. Nope. At least you can see the horizon though. Oh look, cave. Nice. That'll make our life easier. But I found with some experiments earlier, and I'm not going to bother to change them, the render distance and the volumetric stuff seems to be best at max. If your computer can handle it, it seems to be the best way to go. Now this is where I think the bloom is going to come in because of the way that the torches affect things. Because I found walking around, it looked like the villagers and the village at night was like lit up like a Christmas tree. It was really bizarre. I gotta find a tree. Oh, the redstone component's bright? I never thought about that. Yeah, that'd be wild. Creeper already. So you can see just how bright the village looks. Like, we'll try to get a little bit farther away here. Unfortunately, there's going to be lots of creatures around. But like, it's very, very bright. And this has got the bloom on like 6%. Anyway, we're going to sleep quickly. I'm going to kick you out of your bed. This is weird too, this weird sleeping animation. I'm sure Bedrock players are used to it, but for me, it's very strange. So again, sunrise looks really cool. Like that looks a bit more like the path block that you'd expect, right? Like it's a beige. It's not orange. Same thing with these dirt blocks. Like when we get to a point where we've got some dirt blocks. Oh, I guess I didn't really mean to do that, but that's fine. Which one is that? That's the first one. Let's just get those off there. But watch how red that dirt gets, right? I'll take a screenshot now. We can now craft some things. Didn't find any bundles. That's fine. Right? It's like, that's very, very red. I guess I'll do a wooden axe for now. I also can't figure out how to turn off. Can you guys see these Xbox notifications? I don't think that's coming up on your screen. Can you hear them? I'm getting these Xbox, I think it's from the game bar. And I can't figure out. I thought in settings in Windows I turned off the game bar, but it just doesn't appear to be something that's turned off. It just keeps on coming up. You don't hear them? Okay. Well, if you guys can hear them, I'll just ignore them. It's fine. I was worried that it was going to be on the screen because it would be like going over where my camera is. Okay. Is there anything else in here? Nothing there. We've already been in here. It's not a super large village. But like, that is very bright yellow. Even more so than vanilla. One thing I wish that they would do, I would love to see Vibrant Visuals have a hotkey that you can use to turn it on and turn it off. That would be key, I think. Where is it? We're almost at noon. Watch this now. Y'all are very familiar with a dirt block. Like, look at how red the top of that is. Like, it's very bright. Let me see if I can grab the other one. So I'm a little far away, but if I just jump up here, right? That's like sunrise light on the dirt and the path, and that's midday. Like, it's so red. It's so saturated. So if you're going to be using vibrant visuals, just know that that's a thing. I do like the shadows. The shadows are cool. It is really neat to see your shadow and the shadow of the villagers and stuff walking around. It does make things feel like they're in the world, and they're not so dark. Like, it's not terrible. And one of the main differences is on trees. So if you've got your shadows up high, you can actually see the holes in the leaves in the shadow. If your shadows on trees are low, or your shadow settings are low, instead of seeing these speckles, you'll just see like a building. It'll just be a solid shadow, just like that, which makes sense for like an overhang on a roof, right? But you won't see these kind of like dappling details, which are really cool. And also it's cool that the shadows are colored. Like, that has a green tint to it, right? It's not just a shadow. It actually has some temperature shifts, which is good because you want your shadows to appear cooler. Like, that even looks more blue than this does, right? Thankfully, they haven't added a lot of warmth to stone. Like, cobblestone and stone still don't look super bright colors. But these do. So again, here's the path block, and then, I mean, I guess that's not super different. Are we past midday? No. Anyway, let's, I guess we'll just pick one of these houses and commandeer it. I think this one was empty. Yeah. We'll call this mine. That's weird. It looks really different in the inventory than it does in the world. Leave that there. And I don't have anything to cook those with just yet. So we're going to go get some stuff because, again, the mission is to try to get to the Nether so we can find a dried ghast. Minkatu, hello, hello. Bali, good to see you. How's it going? The Halo Master Chief Collection has a hotkey to change from old to new graphics mid-game. It would be nice for Minecraft to have something like that to compare. Yeah, I agree. I think, yeah, look how red that is. Is that the cave that I saw before? I think that's the cave that I saw before. Looks like this way is the easiest way down. Yeah. I feel like you can do that with shaders on Java Edition. Don't even have to dig. To be careful. I need some coal for torches. I guess I could chop down a tree or two. No surface level goodies. For people that play both editions, are the sound effects different? I don't know if we're going to need a lot of copper. Need a bed to sleep? Yeah, that's fair. Oh, iron. This is what I wanted. I wanted to get some extra stuff. It might be because we have vibrant visuals on, but I feel like the blocks change color when they pop into their item version. Maybe it's just because I'm not used to this. It feels like I'm getting like footsteps in stereo. I don't know what we're going to need all this for, but we're here. I don't see anything else. I might have to steal some of the torches from the village. I am also very spoiled on Java with my map mod. It has a clock, so I know exactly how long it's going to be before it gets dark. Also, naturally spawning bushes everywhere is very cool. Is this me? This is me. Not much. Is there... Not much for trees either. There was no coal in that guy's stash, I don't think. I think this is where I got all the iron from. That's right. We'll chop this one down. Steal the villagers' wood? Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Is the reach farther in Bedrock? You see how they change color? Like, I really feel like it's probably because they're so dark. But like, if you're looking at this, look at the color of this log compared to that. Right? So obviously entities are not affected by the vibrant visuals. It's 1.5 blocks more reach in Bedrock? Really? Wow. That's wild. Oops. Probably gonna need a new axe soon. The inventory differences are really subtle, but I don't know, I think it's just the gameplay in me, Mikatu. I just don't generally go around just destroying all the houses. Got iron now. Some backups. Am I missing any pants? So we got a while before I have enough of that. I don't know what we'll need the copper for, but eventually we're just going to take this. I'll use that for fuel. All right, let's see if we can go find some coal somewhere. MindTripMedia, thank you very much for the 100 bits. Sorry if I missed it. I've been focusing on getting myself set up here, so we're not spending the whole day just farting around. If anybody has any settings and vibrant visuals they want me to play with, let me know. I'm feeling the frame rates. Again, Minecraft doesn't give me my frame rates. I don't know what they are, but I'm not getting 60. I can tell you that right now. There's a lot of, I find, stuttering left and right. I'm not sure whether that comes up on stream or not. This looks really cool though. Like, this is the kind of thing, like around this time of day, I feel like this looks just great. The sides get really red, but this looks really cool. I'm hoping that they give us more control. I would love to have a hue saturation slider in Java when they eventually bring it over. Cool, perfect. And so for clarity, there's not emissive textures. So having a torch in your hand does not emit light when you're walking around. You have to place it down. I'm not sure when it was. I think it was when they changed 118 caves and cliffs, but the amount of coal you can find now makes life so much easier. Can I maybe share the seed in the Discord? I'd like to try and Bedrock later today. It would be fun to see the same world. Sure. I will. How do I look that up live on stream? I don't mind sharing the seed right now. Save me some messing around in the menus if you want. So we're going to need to go get diamonds if we're going to go to the Nether. That's the thing. 46 coal. Pretty good. Excellent. See, this is where I feel like it looks very neon. So again, we're about midday. And the grass color is wild. And actually, I'll show you. If I change my settings, only the brightness, I'm only going to change the brightness settings for vibrant visuals. And I'm going to adjust this slider to where these instructions say it should be. So if I go all the way down to about there, this is now not visible. This is barely visible. This is still not easily visible, but it is there. I can see it. And we select that and then come back out here. It just looks, it's so contrasty. Like, it's so dark, right? And then look how red everything is. Like, that's not a Minecraft dirt block. That's like a red sand block, right? It's so oversaturated. Oh, I should take a screenshot. Keep on forgetting. At least my hand looks a little bit pink now. Such an obnoxious noise. Okay, settings, and then we'll go down to video. So if I take this up to where I have it is usually around the E, but if I push it farther, I think you guys can probably see. Now you can see like all three of them. Well, this one starts to disappear. But if you go too far, it looks washed out. Like everything has got like a white kind of overlay to it. It's really fuzzy and it doesn't look very good. So you definitely have to play around, and this is going to vary depending on your monitor, depending on probably your Windows settings too, which is frustrating. But I find that either the E or just in between, it's about right. Dirt block almost looks like granite. Yeah, it's close. Yep. The pencil. What was I looking for the pencil? Leave and go to the play menu of the world settings. You can go to advanced. Oh, okay. Maybe remind me on the break, and I'll get the seed. All right, I need to steal a bed from one of the villages. Well, we haven't gone underwater yet, so things are really interesting. So when you go underwater, it's really foggy at first, but the longer you're in here, the farther it goes. Also, do we have sound effects for the air bubbles disappearing on Java? I like it. It's very cool. I feel like it happens faster in Bedrock, though. I left the music on today, too. Hopefully that's not going to be something I regret with YouTube later on. See, even my small adjustments to these brightness settings, like it's almost just a little bit bright. This is a terrible song. I don't know that I need to smelt all that stuff. I'd be more interested in smelting some iron. Copper doors. Oh, yeah, not gonna be doing that for a while. All right, let's go steal a bed. I don't think there was a bed in here. Nope. Guess I could shear a sheep. Oh, we finally get some rain, even though the sun is still shining. Weird. All right, now I guess we just need to go down as far as we can. Where would be... We've got a ravine over there. I'm going to see if there's anything over this way. No, I'm just going to be exploring Vibrant Visuals this week. I don't know how much time I'm going to be spending here. I'm so close to finishing Westdale, like I feel like I don't want to lose momentum there. It is really cool with the rain. I mean, it's strange that the sun is still shining with Vibrant Visuals. Is that intentional? Because this seems weird, right? Like in Java Edition, when it rains, it gets cloudy. Is this a Bedrock thing? Or is this a Java? Is this a Vibrant Visuals thing? It's a Vibrant Visuals thing, Dan? Cool. So it would be really cool if we could stumble upon an abandoned nether portal. That would save me some time. Some things are popping into render distance. Like, what is that? Like a white Christmas tree? Must be water. Probably a waterfall or something. Like a water source way up there coming down the side of a mountain. Whoa, boy. I'm glad there was water at the end of that. My first time playing Minecraft, first time I died, it was a giant ravine like that that I just did not see. This actually might be a good place to go digging. Oh, more iron. Yep. I also don't have a bow and arrow. Or a shield. I could make a shield, though. Pretty sure. Five of them. So that's really cool. There's obviously a light source over there. All right. Time to be smart. Don't like being in caves with open tops in them because things tend to drop in on you. Are shields lower in Bedrock? I don't know because I think I have a lower shields data, like texture pack in Java. So it's been so long, I don't know if I could tell you. I feel like Johnny knew the answer to this. I feel like yes. It's probably where they got the idea for a lower shield for the data pack, to be honest. I'm so used to having my torches in my offhand. Let's actually put those here. We might have to have a little home base away from home base down here. I think shields are high or higher. How do you... Is it not right click to block? How do you block? Is it shift? Can I not use my right mouse button to block in Bedrock? That's weird. So you have to crouch at the same time. Huh. Alright, copper's not super important, but it's right there. Okay, even down here I'm getting some framey visuals. I got some water. I should get some of that water before we go any further. Is there a water source down here at all? No, that's cool though. A little bit of light coming from above. That's awesome. Also, the double footsteps in my earbuds is making me think there's something behind me. All right, we've already cleared this place out, so let's where is this light coming from? I guess it's this torch here? Yeah. Wow. Okay. Let's just make ourselves a little cubby hole. Stream's at an hour. I've got to take a break. Thanks, Andy. Cool. I'm just going to go AFK for a bit. I will be right back. All right. Looks like we're in pretty good shape. Looks like I need to make a furnace. I find some of the interface is a little bit strange. We're good for food. This should be enough. No, I need 7. I also need a bucket too. Seed time? Yeah, I can check the seed if people want. I guess I just save and quit. Environment visuals, pencil. There's the seed there. Copy. Paste. So if you're looking for it, there's the seed for this world. If people want to explore it. I don't remember which direction I went when I first got in there, but there's a village not too far from where you start. I find this takes a really long time. I was not expecting it to take this long to load. Yeah, Zero, I try to stand up every hour. It's really easy on streams because my mods will not let me forget it. We should probably make a new pickaxe is what we should do. Helps if I take the actual stuff. Still raining, which is cool just as a seed point of view. Like, it's just neat that the rain is coming down through the hole. That's kind of fun. I'm not seeing any more. Oh, there's some iron. Nice. Say that's all she wrote. Is that gonna... Yeah, that's enough for pants. Copper dripstone. Oh, some deep slate. Maybe we'll go down that way. Yeah, I'm really hearing footsteps in both earbuds. Really strange. The sun's out now. I do find mining and being down in a cave with vibrant visuals very similar to shaders. Like, it's very dark down here. It's cool to see the reflections in the water, though. Running water looks good. It's almost too clear, you know? There's a strange... I guess that's the little sliver coming through there. But, like, this part looks cool. Speedrun facts about Bedrock Edition? Yeah, I'm not too worried about speedrunning. Anything else I want to smelt in here? I don't think so. But lots of coal. Oh, we have a friend. I also find that the red flash is very distracting in Bedrock. Oh no! Oh, I went down that way. Might as well just use the coal juice while we have it. Again, I'm not sure what we would use copper for. Sunshine thunder shower? Really strange. Whoop. There's the end of the line. I really should make sure I bring some water with me if I can. That means there's a water source up there, right? Oh. I thought dripping dripstone meant that there was a water source above it. Guess not. I find oh, you just decided to descend on me, have you? I find the pickup speed is slower in Java Edition. Oh, hey, mineshaft. I'll take that. Where's the rest of it? Yeah, this is really freaking me out. The double footsteps is a lot. Can you guys hear it too? Saucy Skittles, hello. How's it going? I want to try to keep these on the right-hand side. Oh, hello, iron. That's cool. We will take advantage of that. Yeah, the interface is a little slow. Like the UI. Oh, here's some lava. Don't know why we would need mine carts, but we'll grab it. Aha, water source. Good stuff. That's what I want. We need to make a bucket. Excellent. Even down here, that feels very red. Some more iron. Don't imagine we're going to need these, but the pack rat in me will not let that go on its own. I see some lava too. Now this is, oh, that's a lava source. I actually don't remember. It has to be over a lava source to turn it to obsidian, right? Not that it matters. We don't have any diamonds yet. At some point I turned here. Hey. Punch one. This is where I should have brought a bundle. Redstone. It might be worth going back up to the surface and regrouping. Oh, did I miss some bits? Bali, thanks very much. Thank you very much, Sandy. I completely saw none of that happen. Thanks, Bali. Sorry I missed that. Appreciate the 100 bits. I feel like we're okay for iron now. I feel like I want to go find some diamonds. I guess I could take that with me if I wanted to. That's only one block of obsidian though. Okay. Bye-bye. Well, we found some lava. Holy crap. That's really cool looking. Where? How do we get down there? I would say this way. That looks like a really bright light source over there. That looks like it might be lava closer to what we need, unless that's sunlight. Where? It's just a torch. I'm worried about spider spawners. Yep. That's a no. We'll go this way. I'm also self-conscious about dropping on dripstone. So they're above me. That looks like a water source, doesn't it? It is. Huh. So I guess that's one thing about vibrant visuals, that becomes trickier to spot, because that would be blue. Again, it would be so handy to be able to turn off vibrant visuals with a key, as opposed to having to reload the world. It is a lava source, but it's just the one. I don't remember if I have the settings for infinite lava turned on in the same way that you can do infinite water sources. This is really creepy. You would not catch me doing this in real life. Claustrophobic Joel would be like, nope. Well, that's down. That's for sure. All right, let's try a little of this. Good choice. Even if the shield is lower in Bedrock, it's still hard to see around it when you're not used to it. I never play with a shield on Java. I am not good at the water bucket drop, so you will not catch me doing that. The longer reach in Bedrock is noticeable, though. That's for sure. I guess we'll just keep going this way. Oh, full inventories, yay. What do we not need? Don't need that. Or that. Don't care about the fences or the dripstone. Tough. All that work and it's a dead end? No. Oh, diamonds. Hello. Sweet. I've not spent much time caving since when 18 came out. It's very different. Some gold as well? Nice. All the progress. And of course we only get the lowest amount. Oh yeah, there's no space for shields in building, you're right. Yeah, I don't remember the last time I did any progress. Something that just dawned on me. This makes a lot of sense because of course the whole reason that water is blue is because it reflects the sky. So the fact that water in a cave is gray, duh, that makes a lot of sense. That's not working. Man, she just goes farther and farther down. I now remember Pixel Riff's talking about being faked out by the glow lichen as diamonds. Your combat reach isn't very far. There's a zombie over there. I feel like the red flash is really cartoony as well on Bedrock. Oop. Glad that that wasn't anything too dangerous. So weird to have these wide open caverns. Ooh, you've got a shovel. 1 diamond to my name. I keep thinking the glow lichen is diamonds. I think we might have to go deeper. Maybe I should have gone down back when it went down. So for anybody that is new at all, I generally put my torches on the right hand side, and then when you leave, you keep your torches on your left, and you know that you're going back the way that you came. We've really not done a lot of twisting and turning, so this is not all that challenging, but on top of lighting your way back, it's also an easy way to remember if you do take a turn, just make sure to keep the torches on the left if you're trying to get out. That's really strange. Such a blue color there, but then it's gray on the top. Interesting. Why am I not getting the XP? Again, I feel like the pickup time is slower on Bedrock. Hello, down we go. So here is where I might want to put a couple of torches. I'd say we go down even further. Uh-oh. First creeper. That's a lot of stuff. I'm not sure if I can actually get over there. It's hard when you have to crouch. Yeah, not used to that. I'm not sure what he was dying from. I wasn't hitting him all the time. And again, like the XP is just not picking up. It's weird. Definitely a different experience. Oh, he's seeing me now. Let's go this way. What's that line from Gandalf? The air smells less foul down here. Of course, it leads to the same place. Awesome. I really wish that skeletons had like a proper wind-up animation. There's more creepers. Yeah, the XP is slow. All right, we really have not had much luck as far as diamonds go. I haven't killed a spider yet either, so I don't have a bow. Don't think up is where I want to be going. I feel like creepers are harder to kill without setting them off in Bedrock. Yeah. I feel like I can really take them out a lot faster in Java. And this is just getting higher. Oh, maybe not. Here we go. At least we can get the lava part done. Although, again, I don't have diamonds. That's just going to be a problem. Nope. I'm not worried about the lapis. No, I'm not going to bother with much enchanting. Oh. That sort of did what I wanted it to. But for now, I'm in the dark. This is bad. I can't find my feet. I did not see that water source. So I guess that's one of the tricky things about vibrant visuals is that when you're underground, water sources are really tricky. Tricky to spot. I mean, it did what I wanted it to, which is we've got some obsidian, but now I don't have any diamonds to get the obsidian with. We're at the right level. Maybe we just have to start digging. Annual Sol, hello. One of your least favorite things is about how shallow the water looks. I think we were talking about it earlier. It seems like it's where we're underground, the water is way more difficult to see. Right, we need to make some more iron here. And more torches too. Don't know if I need the pointed dripstone for anything. Might not be a bad idea to bring a bucket of lava back. While that's cooking, I guess we'll just try looking for diamonds. We're at a lava level. Don't know what that means necessarily, but oop. After playing a couple of days with new constant music setting, it's very eerie how quiet everything is. Oh, is there a constant music setting? I didn't see that. Why is it not under audio? Oh, it's not on Bedrock? Okay. Folks, usually a little bit of context is great in chat because otherwise I think you're talking about what we're talking about. Oh yeah, Bali, I know about the infinite lava. If I can get enough diamonds, we should be okay. I think that was just a single. Oh. First time in pickaxe, so that's good. Yeah, we got 3. Okay, cool. I will probably keep mining a little bit farther just while we're waiting for stuff to smelt, just to kind of build up some stuff. So I'm going to, do I want to use a chest? Sure, we'll be fine. Actually, what I can probably do, could be mining out the obsidian, but I also, if I can get extra diamonds before I go back up, that would be great. There we go. Nice. That's what I wanted. Cool. So, weirdly, this has got like a funny haze on it. And I'm wondering if that's... I don't know if it's from the torch or what. How are we doing? I think all my iron is in there. First diamond pick. I forgot how long this takes. Oh, come on. Inventory was full. Great. Right, what do I not need? Turf that. Do want to bring, I guess I don't need the tough. I want to have enough blocks in case I need to pillar out of here. I was trying to be a little bit conscious of that. We're close to another time, yeah. Thankfully, water seems to be pretty quick compared to the entity speed. Yeah, I'm hoping we're close to a Soul Sand Valley. That's why I'm collecting all the coal, is because I want to make sure that I've got enough torches for another adventure. Trying to remember. 6, it's 10, right? Oh, hello. Ten without the corners, that's what I thought. I am not worried about the corners today. But we'll get 14. Hey, the mod says so. Mod says 14. You always listen to the mods. One more. I got a decent amount of redstone. I'm not sure what I'm going to use it for. All right, that's done. That's done. And we've got to turf some stuff. Well, for starters, I can put this redstone into... You can change these back, right? Yep. I sometimes forget what I have as data packs. I guess I could do the same thing with the coal too, couldn't I? I'm not too worried about the furnace. I guess I could just ditch. Arrows. Planks. All right, homeward bound. Should probably use this one for the most part. All right. Yeah, the crouch to block is a real pain. Why don't they have it as right click? Yeah, but I'm not on mobile. Like, why don't I have the option to put it on what I want? I really noticed a severe lack of options. Where is my other torch? Oh, I came down from there, didn't I? Yep. It is probably going to be easier. We could just pillar up. I've got enough deep slate that we could just go straight up. Because I've got no idea. Oh, that was close. I don't know where we are in terms of relation to the village. So one good thing about ravines is that very quickly sort your location. Oh, that's not sunlight. Certainly feels like sunlight. That's sunlight. Oh, now that would be bad. Heard him coming. Last thing I want to be is on a pillar with skeletons on hard. I'll go for a swim. Uh-oh. crap. I'm gonna die. Yep, dead. Awesome. Okay. No idea where that was. Absolutely none. Stream's at 2 hours. Thanks, Sandy. I think I had some extra food. I think it was mostly potatoes. Well, the good news is I might be far enough away that I'm not actually loading. But it'll be very tricky to get back there. Potatoes. Cool. Yeah, I'm going to take that break because it's been another hour. Thanks, Sandy. If you're new to the channel, I take a break about once an hour. While these potatoes are cooking, I'm just going to refresh my coffee and I'll be right back. Oh, of course, if you tab out, then nothing happens. Too used to playing on a server. Too used to playing on a server. Those are just empty maps. All right. I think I'm going to do something different this time. And we're just going to go see if we can find another village. Because I spent the last hour mining underground, and it's not really the best way to show off vibrant visuals. So I think we'll just try to find another village. Because I've already stripped this one of all the stuff in the chests. And if we get lucky, we might be able to find some more iron and things like that. Or if we might be able to find some chests. So we'll head west and see what we can see. I think this is where I went down the first time. I find the swimming controls are different. Like you're really stuck in water. And something that I also think is poignant is the lack of mobility that you have if you have to press shift to block with the shield. Like you can't move around. You can't walk and run and charge the bad guys and anything like that. Like it's really restrictive. I really don't like it. There's a, I mean, obviously on the Citadel on Java, like I'm end game and I really don't do PvE very much, but like I definitely feel like there should be a way to change the block to a different button. You do slow down, but you can at least move. Like if you're on, like if I'm on this block and I'm blocking in Java, I can walk off the edge of it. But if I'm blocking in Bedrock, I'm stuck. Like it sticks me in place. I can't move. I think it's the first time I've seen one of the new wolves. That's cool. Sunsets and sunrises and vibrant visuals are very, very pretty. It's a big hole. Looks like it might be some water up ahead. Yeah, that's really cool. So there are some things about it I really quite like. I don't see any villages around here though. Word Nerdify resubbing. Whoa. Thanks very much, Word Nerdify. That's tier 1, 35 months. Holy crap. That's amazing. Thank you ever so much. My frame rates were definitely faster down below too. I have to start killing some sheep. I also noticed that when I was caving with vibrant visuals, it is definitely a lot darker and harder to see the floor. It's one of the reasons why I died. The game is lagging a lot, actually, yeah. Yeah, Slicer. I've got it set pretty high. I don't think it should for my computer, but yeah. So because I didn't bring a bed, we're just gonna see if I can find some coal, but it does not look very promising. I guess we'll do shovel 2. I guess we could always make a run for it. hard part is skeletons. I'm not worried about creepers. I guess the good news is with vibrant visuals, you'd be able to spot a village on the horizon at nighttime, no problem, because it would be lit up like a Christmas tree. The audio, again, I know I've mentioned this a number of times, but the echoey footsteps for me really feel like I'm being followed. It's very different than Java. Some light over there, but does not look like a village. I am not seeing any villages. Maybe over there? Oh, you can find your way up here. Was not expecting that. Usually up on top of a tree, you're good. Well, we're gonna go that way. Flatter would be better. Was some light over there. I'm not sure what that was from though. Might have been the fireflies. Oh, you know what? He didn't drop any of his stuff. Do I have a favorite type of village? I like the taiga villages. I mean, I don't care right now, but I think the taiga villages look really cool. I think because of the number of trees around them, it just looks like more of a dense settlement, I think. The moon looks a little bit strange too. They've got this weird pixelated thing happening around the top of it. It's all blue. The moonlight refracting in the water is nice. There are good things about vibrant visuals. Like the color of the grass at night feels very, I don't say realistic, but like what I would expect, I guess. Fireflies reflecting in the water is very cool. That's really nice. That's an excellent. Jeez. Even brighter at nighttime. The moon rays coming through is cool. And the pink sky reflecting off the water is also cool. Someone I was reading online said that the reflections are not as good as they could be. Like there's a lot of just stuff that's reflected white. And I did notice that. obsidian. I was hoping for this to be more flat. Well, that's a pain. Of course. Plains. Maybe we'll... Village. Good stuff. And another portal. Nice. Makes up for the last hour. I still need 2 blocks or more of obsidian. 3. Yeah, like I can't... It restricts you from swimming up. It's really weird. Oh, there's some obsidian there. Guess you need silk touch for a gold block? Whoops. That seems dumb. It's weird that the obsidian has this strange kind of like white glint to it. Like it's not reflective. Odd. This is a bigger nether portal than I need. Right? Yeah. Oh, I used a stone pickaxe, you're right. Again, it's been years since I've done early game. I don't do this very much. So we still don't have any diamonds, which means we can't do anything about that nether portal. Morgantic raiding with a party of 12. Welcome in, Morgantic. How's it going? We're playing Bedrock for the first time. We died because the blocking mechanism is dumb. It was also dark with the vibrant visuals and I couldn't see the hole that I fell into. If you see a village, you really got to get in there and get their farm stuff fast because they pluck it up super quickly. This village has not been great. Kind of hard to ransack a village when there's nothing to ransack. Oh, I've got food. I wanted iron though. Oh, we might have more luck. Find the inventory works different too. Oh my gosh. Hey, a bundle. Take that. Well, we're not going to starve. That's good. That's cool. I don't know if I've ever seen anything like that before. It's a fun. I mean, they didn't finish the idea. You're gonna moat. Oh, I guess it's supposed to be a dock for the fishermen. That's fun. No blacksmith. Morgantic, what were you doing on stream? Snapshot Hardcore World. Play around with the new ghasts. Haven't tried the vibrant visuals yet, so that's looking like a thing to come over and check out. Yep, they're pretty good. They're oversaturated during the day. Sunrise and sunset is good. This is about midday, and you can see dirt blocks are the tell. See how red the top of them is? Same thing with leaf litter. Everything's very red compared to what it normally is. And if you look at it this way, like there's the top and there's the side, and rather than lighting it up, they really orange it up. So it's a little bit tricky. Folks in my channel, go check out Morgantic on Twitch and check out their Snapshot Hardcore Spin Up. Found the new atmospheric fog in Java takes out a bit much of the saturation during the day. Really? That'll be interesting to check out because I've not updated the Citadel server to 21.6 yet. We're just on the cruise for villages. I've stolen a bed, so at least we can sleep through the night. This just looks like a giant ocean. We can probably move a little bit faster though. See, like right now, all of a sudden things start to feel washed out, but that's probably because we're in a taiga biome. Or close to it. Does Bedrock... Bedrock doesn't give you the biome information, does it? Oh, this is choppy. Sound effects are different too. Yeah, I'm not sure. There's something about the washed out effect. It really depends on what biome you're in. So you're probably going to be changing your brightness settings depending on where you are. I was really curious about getting to the Nether, but dying was a big setback. I mean, that said, I could just turn on cheats and we can go to the Nether. I really don't have to do it in survival, but part of this was also wanting to have like a test of what it was like to play Bedrock. Is that another dolphin or did the other one follow me? That must be another dolphin. I do like being under the water in the sunshine. It is really cool. I'm trying to head in a general west direction. Just confused why I couldn't get good ghastling. Assume it's still a baby, but I didn't fully understand that. Oh, yeah, you have to waterlog them, right? Folks coming in with that Morgantic raid. Sorry, thanks for coming by. And if you're not familiar, I do the podcast, The Spawn Chunks with Pixelriffs. And you can find that at thespawnchunks.com or your favorite podcasting app. And we'll be talking about vibrant visuals. One of the reasons I'm doing this in Bedrock is so I can actually talk about it on the show. But stuff like this is really cool. Like there are some things I think that might outweigh the oversaturation as far as an environmental experience. The problem I have is that as a builder, if my blocks are oversaturated, it's going to feel very strange to try and build with things. If the red blocks or the brown blocks are going to be overly like red or orange, like that's not great. So I'm hoping that on the Java version of Vibrant Visuals that they give you like a saturation slider. Oh, thanks, Morgantic. I'm glad that you like it. We had a lot of resources built up too. Problem with not having the coordinates, which I mean, I know I could put them on the screen, but should have taken a mental note about where that Nether portal was. The little orange highlights are really cool. Do we have any iron? Not yet. Some wildflowers. I think we're going to go that way. Well, thanks, Mikato. I'm glad you liked the episode. It's really strange to see non-pixelated text come up over the screen. Look how, I guess it's hard because the sun's not quite on them yet, but these guys are really bright in Vibrant Visuals. Pumpkins. All right, we're just going to cruise out this way. Feel like I might have gone around in a circle. The fallen logs are really good looking, organic. I quite like them. It's a weird sandstone part of the... For people wondering, I'm looking for a village. Yeah, I can see why most people listen on Tuesdays. We publish late in the day. It's usually 4 or 5 o'clock. This past week, I didn't get to see my father on Father's Day, so I went out with him on Monday. And so I was later publishing the show because I had spent the afternoon with Dad. But normally it's around 5 p.m. Atlantic. See, now you can see how everything just kind of changed tint. And the sun hasn't gone that far. It's because we're in a different biome. And no, I don't know how I feel about that. It's noticeable. Like everything kind of goes blue. Probably because we're in like a cold ocean or something. Yeah, it's really hard to get out of water in Bedrock too. So we don't need anything for food. It's mostly just the coal for the iron when I eventually find it. Back to progressing up the tree. It's too bad because we had a really good head start with all the iron that we found in that blacksmith. You like it's a bit hazy? Yes. And that's what I mean. I want my brightness settings to be consistent. And if they change from biome to biome, or if you're supposed to change them from biome to biome because of how Mojang has implemented this, I don't see myself using vibrant visuals very much. I really hope they give more sliders there for how subjective vibrant visuals is. There's a real lack of control. Like you've got bloom, brightness, clouds, shadows, but not a lot controlling. It's fog quality, but not like color, and render distance are the other settings. Like it's not something that you can really change to suit the way that you want it to. Geez, lots of coal. I mean, there's a very slim chance we'll get amethyst for a spyglass, but that feels really saturated. The ore block for copper. How we doing? That's not bad. We'll see if there's a village over this way. The shadows do look cool, despite the saturation. The shadows do look cool. Like, see what I mean? Like, the white haze is gone now, but if I go out here again, it feels very hazy. And then now it feels a lot more saturated, right? Well, that's annoying. Iron. No other exposed iron. That's another fake out too. The speckled leaf texture in the shadow looks like iron. Are all shaders? I didn't know Bedrock had shaders. You're saying all shaders in Bedrock are orange? No extra iron down here? Nope. It is interesting how clear the water is when it's not in direct sunlight. Dark oak forest. Yeah, the pixelated shadows are nice. I agree, Mikatu. I think that was only one bit of iron. Yeah. But like, look how neon that pig is. Like, you can see it from a mile away. So there's some real odd choices as far as how, because I mean, I don't think it's real lighting. I think they're faking it. But because of that, they've upped the saturations on some stuff. No village signs this way. I mean, really, I could just turn on creative mode and go to the Nether, but I feel like it's worth the adventure. I feel like a lot of people just prefer to play survival and watch survival gameplay. This is not what I want. Of course, it's a dead end. Oh, I want to go to the Nether to see what the Nether looks like, Dan, not for the ghast. I really don't care about the ghast. Going to the Nether today was just to have a goal, to have something to work towards. I do like the new wolves. Yeah, if all I was interested in was flying around and playing with vibrant visuals, I mean, this would have been a 20-minute stream. And like, I probably wouldn't have even streamed it. Another dead end. Well, that's helpful. Don't want to deal with you today. Thank you very much. That's a huge mountain. Holy crap. Wow. Quicksilver Fox, hello, welcome in. How'd you find the stream? Or are you a long-time lurker, first-time chatter? Yeah, that's an impressive mountain. That's really cool. I guess it's good to be running through some different biome temperatures to see what vibrant visuals look like. I mean, it feels a lot more tolerable in the colder biomes because of it removes a lot of the orange. Like this feels less overly saturated than in the plains biome. I guess this is just a forest. It's kind of strange that Bedrock doesn't actually tell you. I would imagine most Bedrock players probably have like either marketplace add-ons and stuff like that that give them that information. Came across from the Spawn Chunks, finally dropping in. Awesome. Glad you liked the podcast. We do enjoy making it. It was a fun conversation this week. I mean, it's always fun, but this week especially, I thought it was pretty poignant. The experience of running around is actually pretty good, you know? Like it's not bad. More iron. Why is everything on the edge of life and death? It's enough to get going anyway. I just realized I had some iron ingots on me too. Or not ingots, nuggets. Well, we're back to iron. It's good. Is there anything else? A little bit more iron down there. Nothing easily accessible. It's a giant hole, I guess. Yeah. It's one of those things where I'm not sure what would be faster. You know. See, like here things definitely have a white haze in it. Definitely feeling the white haze. That's still pretty red though. It's not as bad as the plains though. I feel like the plains was much different. Which direction are we going here? Can't find the sun. Shadows directly overhead. Awesome. Very helpful. I have no idea what direction I'm going in. Direction are you moving? But yeah, there's definitely a haze when you get into these cooler biomes. And we've got snow up here. What was that? Pale oak? Yeah, this is a very different grass color. Yeah, that's gonna make things building things really tricky. I don't know how many people are gonna leave this on. I think people on Java are just gonna like their shaders better because you're gonna have more control. I think that's going to be the thing. It's been a really long time since we've seen a village. Don't see anything down there. At least we're heading the right direction. My sense of direction is usually pretty good. I mean, my real world sense of direction is great, but in Minecraft, it's usually spot on. Except underground. Then it's just like, I leave torches or I'm not. Well, that iron's not too far away. Wonder what a mushroom biome looks like? Oh, like a mushroom? Yeah. That I don't know. We'll find out on the Citadel because my next project is going to be in a mushroom biome. Where am I here? Go. Forest biomes are always so tricky to move around in. It's a big taiga. I haven't seen much for vibrant visuals from the end. Has anybody, I mean, has anybody gone or has Mojang released any screenshots? I'm sure at some point in the last week somebody has. Like a player I'm sure has been there. Not a village for miles. The water's very blue though. Mikatu, no worries. Thanks for being here. Have a good one. We'll catch you next time. Cool sunset. Careful not to look at the Enderman. So some of this stuff looks really cool. Like just the simple fact that water reflects. Like it would be really neat if you could take vibrant visuals and like turn on, I guess some of the settings, like you could turn reflections all the way up and then turn off everything else or turn everything else down. I don't know whether that would help you with the colors, though. Yeah, I'm getting my range perception is different. Also, I feel like your attacks are just slower. Did Drowned swim on Java Edition? Or do they just walk towards you on Java? I don't remember. I feel like they just walk towards you. Like, I think Morning might creep out over Sunset for me. I think Morning is my favorite in terms of the vibe and visuals lighting. Like, this feels so new that it feels like it reminds me of my first time in Minecraft exploring. Like, that's what this feels like with this lighting. We really have not been getting much music. I've had the music on this whole time, but it only plays every once in a while. It is really cool. Like being in a forest is definitely an improved experience. Shadows on the ground, shadows on the trees, speckled shadows from the leaves. And this biome and grass color, also this time of day, seems to look pretty good. So it's not all misses. Like there's some big complaints, but it's not awful across the board. Let's go giant taiga. I guess first I'm going to smelt some of this iron. I don't really need this. So make a backup pickaxe. Oh, there's some stuff that you can't do in like shift right click and stuff doesn't work in Bedrock. Be a little bit more protected now. Oh, there's the seed in chat. Sorry, I should have posted it in the Discord too. Was it in the Discord? I don't think I posted it in the Discord. Thanks, Andy. Yeah, I just realized that too. We'll take a break here in a second. 4 iron ingots is not enough. I like this music. Can you guys hear the music okay? I mean, obviously when I tab out, it's not the same. I've decreased the ducking in OBS. Sandy did. Thanks, Sandy. I really appreciate it. Yeah, so now we're back to things looking very white and oversaturated. Like if I just put my hand out, my hand does not look pink or flesh colored. It looks white. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter because again, I'm so used to playing on a server. I can just tab out and the game will well, too bad I didn't have any emeralds. The game will just pause. So I'm gonna just grab another break. I'll be back in about 5 or 6 minutes. If you're new to the stream coming in with that raid from Morgantic, I just go grab another cup of coffee, and you should grab a friend, grab a snack. I'll be right back. All right, I guess we'll just scooch across. Where are we gonna go? Taiga? Why not? Yeah, this now everything has that white haze over it. Thanks, Dan. Thanks, Andy. Oh, camera's frozen. Thank you. Where is that? I'm not sure why the command didn't work. I've got... That is really weird. It should have. I guess I have to close and start StreamerBot again. There might have been 2 instances of StreamerBot going. Nope, still not working. That's really weird. There we go. K Sienu. I think I'm saying that right. Thanks very much for the raid. What are we up to on stream today? You got good timing. We're just back from a break. We're on Bedrock for the first time today. We're checking out the vibrant visuals, which are so far pretty good. That's a weird hole. Any more iron? Does not look like it. First time in chat too. How did you find the stream to send over the raid? And of course, folks in my chat, if you want to go and check out to see what Kasianu was doing on stream, you can follow their link in chat. Did leaf litter slow you down? I feel like it's slowing me down. There's a weird fog in here. Like there's a weird white haze over some things. It's very odd. Like, it's not affecting the bottoms of blocks, but only the sides. It doesn't look good at all. They've made some really strange choices in the biome differences. We're going to start to run into a lot more mobs in here too. That is a massive mountain too. Wow. If anybody else came in with that KCNU stream, can you let me know what they were up to? This is a huge biome. I don't think there was any settings in my initial world setup to have like larger biomes. It's all pretty straightforward. Playing Minecraft. I figured that much. Larger biomes isn't a thing in Bedrock? Interesting. That cow just flickered. Zombie, creeper, sheep. At least we're out of the dark oak forest. So basically we've been hunting for a village to try and speed our way towards making up progression that we lost from dying. Yeah, the cow basically like flickered white. It was really weird. I've not really spent much time with like any of the sheep in Vibrant Visuals. They've not been around. There's creepers everywhere though. And zombies with helmets. You did not drop your helmet. Yeah, the inventory is really touchy. I feel like I can switch items around in my inventory in Java a lot faster. Yeah, this weird white haze in these forest biomes is odd. Reflections are so distracting though that you almost walk off cliffs. Hello? Finished Kiwi, the reflections is pretty, yeah. Yeah, the reflection is pretty. I like the subtle pixelated texture on the water. Like the water in general looks really good. It's some of the fog and some of the saturation in some biomes is very strange. We haven't been in a plains biome in a bit. For the folks that are just new to the stream in the last few minutes. But the pigs look like sunburned. and the dirt blocks look almost red. It's very strange. And we are not having much luck looking for this village. I mean, I'm fine with a chill afternoon. No big deal. Oh, is that a village or is it a tree? It's a tree. I wasn't quite sure. Is that a jungle biome? It's a jungle biome. The first time we've seen a jungle biome today. I hear they're really not the best. I was reading some reviews online. And jungle biomes, I guess, are some of the more difficult biomes for vibrant visuals. Everything goes yellow, is what they said. So I think what they should do, yeah, I really feel like they should have a consistent lighting in the overworld. I don't think biomes is the way to go. Like, see how yellow that is? Wow. So instead of a white haze, everything has a yellow haze. Still some white spots on the sides of these trees, though. It's very green. Holy crap. You will get turned around and hear something fierce. Like, look how red that is, though. Orangey red. So many zombies. Oh my gosh. I don't like combat in Bedrock. It sucks. It's really hard to gauge your distance. And it's slow. I know what Pixelriffs is talking about now in terms of the responsiveness. 100%. This jungle could go on forever. Yeah, those guys are brown in the game, not red. It's really strange. It's a cool biome in terms of its density, but it doesn't, the colors are really odd. Yeah, I don't know. There's definitely some misses, and I would say a jungle is a miss for me. Is sweeping edge not a thing in Bedrock, Dan? Finished kiwi, that puzzle looked orange instead of brown, 100%. Another nether portal and a jungle temple. I have a torch, I have a torch. Yeah, the inventory is really... Oh, you can't put torches in your offhand? Oh, that's a pain. Yay for extra iron. Don't know. I don't think I need the bamboo. Take the diamonds though. That's only 2 diamonds. If we can get a third, we're in business. Yeah, like some stuff is really cool. Like the way that the light bounces around in here is awesome. But this looks strangely colored. Nope. I'll take the obsidian though. This, it might be worth noting this down. Is it in video? No. Why do I have less options? Show coordinates. There we go. Now, did that take the screenshot with the coordinates? There's also like a Java file in every... No, it doesn't take the UI. That's annoying. All right, I'll just take a screenshot myself. Can't take the obsidian with us. The obsidian looks grayed out. It doesn't look shiny. It looks like washed out, which I don't like. Not a fan of that. I'm curious what the obsidian is going to look like when the sun gets down and it turns orange. SweetSandi, thank you very much. Appreciate it. See, now that the light just shifted. See, that looks better when you're straight on, but it has a weird, like it doesn't look shiny, it looks faded. Do I have reflections? I feel like I have whatever that would be at its max. Yeah, there's no separation of stuff. I wonder if I take the bloom up and see what that does. We've been playing it on a really low. I wonder if the bloom was part of the reason why things were so white. Can I put in here? I thought you picked up. Oh, it's the other button. Sure. Don't need those. Oh, doesn't work. Okay. Parrot's going for a swim. See how saturated that looks from over here? Weird. Zero, thanks for being here, man. Have a good one. Oh, mangrove swamp is going to be a pain to get through. We're not going to go that way. Let's go up here. Oh, is this going to be jungle? It's going to be jungle. That's right. Maybe we can float around it. That looks really cool. The fact that you can see the reflections, what, 12 blocks down is really nice. So there are some things about it. I think more player control is always good. So I'm hoping the feedback that they get from it being out early in Bedrock for the Java edition, I hope they give us more control. Like, I want to be able to separate water reflections from other things. I want to be able to separate out bloom from, biome color, that kind of stuff. I just realized that my position is over the top of stuff. I can probably take that off now. It's a game, right? A weird floating platform. You don't normally see that in Minecraft very much these days. I don't think Java Edition makes a noise when you drop an item. It makes a little pop noise in Bedrock. Savannah, we've not seen a Savannah. I think that's going to be very orange or yellow again. See how sunburned the pigs look? And it's weird because like the grass is feeling kind of washed out, but then the pigs are oversaturated. might be a village over at the savannah too. Water, flowing water rendering in at a distance is really strange. Has this weird white outline to it. Yeah, very yellow again. Not a fan. Again, it would be really handy to be able to turn off vibrant visuals with a button rather than going into the settings. This is actually worth taking a screenshot, I think. Kind of like dead noon in a savannah. You agree about more control? I think it's a great step forward for Bedrock overall, looking for more control, fingers crossed. Yeah, I think it's like, again, I don't want to slam it. Like it's definitely cool, and especially where Bedrock players have not had any sort of shaders at all. Even just pixelated shadows. Like that's what I mean. Like if you could turn on shadows and not turn on anything else, but I mean, I guess you could turn on vibrant visuals and then just like turn off everything else. But I don't know, like there's nothing about the brightness is what seems to affect the color the most. Everything else is like quality. It's not what's the word I'm looking for? It's not apply or don't apply this effect. It's the effect is applied whether you like it or not. What quality do you want the effect to be? Low, medium, high, ultra. It's not like you can't turn on and off bloom. You can't turn, well, bloom you could, I think. Is it bloom quality? Hold on, I might be misspeaking here. No, it's the amount of bloom. So bloom you can turn off. Shadow quality, clouds, quality for that, and reflection. So reflections you could turn off if you don't like them. I would argue they're the best thing about vibrant visuals. So yeah, you can't turn off the fog. You can only change the quality of it. Clouds and volumetric fog were the ones that I found online that had the most amount of feedback saying that they affected performance the most. That just did not work. Again, I find the timing in Bedrock very strange. No Savannah Village at all. The render distance is great. I like being able to see the trees and everything. Oh, there's a Badlands. Look how red the red sand looks. That's wild. Gonna go around the point and see what we can see. We haven't found a desert either, which actually there might be a desert over there that looks pretty flat. Some things they got so right, but I wouldn't be able to play with some of the controls. Yeah. You mean you'd like to be able to play with some of the controls? Oh, is that a desert? Looks like cactus to me. Or is that sugarcane? Sugarcane. I think you might get a dolphin follow you every time you go in the boat. This feels more beach. Yeah. Massive ocean. Holy smoke. Well, we'll keep on going west. Be interesting to see what the ocean looks like at nighttime. Cows that look like they found a Santa costume, they're very red. Yep, I agree. Don't know if it affects the blocks that you're holding. No. No, stuff in your inventory and stuff that you're holding looks pretty standard. And the lighting is very cool, you know, like I said, sunrise and sunset are pretty spot on. That looks a little bit weird. Is that a, oh, maybe I'm seeing a coral reef rendering in. Uh-oh. Just went over a ocean monument. It's another jungle. It's about to get very dark. Not having much music play, which is odd. I wonder if it plays more frequently on Java than it does on Bedrock. There's the moon. Not quite the same level of reflection, but still neat. I like that the day side of the sky was purple until just now. So I find that this is still, it might be kind of dark for you guys. I find it still pretty visible. What is, oh, that's a squid? Yeah. There's definitely some sort of thing that they're messing around with in terms of the game's saturation settings to fake the light, I think. I mean, I say that and I don't know technically how things are going on under the hood, but there's definitely something going on with the saturation on some things. So I think bloom refers to stuff like this. So if I go to the settings and we crank the bloom for vibrant visuals, I think that's going to make a big difference. I guess first we'll go to off. So 0, no bloom. Yeah. So if you look, oh, I'm going to be careful here. Trident people. He's still coming? No. All right. Zombie is going to come out this way. So there's no bloom on those firefly bushes. But if we take that, actually I should take a screenshot. Zombie and everything. And then we go back to bloom. Again, these settings need to be way more accessible. Burying them down here is a real pain. Let's just crank it and see. Yeah, definitely a lot more going on. I'd imagine even more so if we got closer. Of course, then it starts to rain. Now it's really going to be hard to see. What is going on? Oh, I've got mining fatigue. Crap. Oh, now I can't take the bed. That's annoying. How long does that last? 10 minutes? This I don't mind leaving behind. I don't want to leave the bed though. Yep. I really find the interface slow on Bedrock. All right, looks like we're going for a little exploration until this wears off. Because I'm not leaving the bed. That's going to be difficult if I can't mine anything. Just want to get up higher and see if I can see anything. No signs of life anywhere, man. Oh, mining fatigue is gone. Hey, GZ, how's it going? I'm a wizard? Nice. It's good to know. Means I'm always on time. Minecraft is okay. We were on our way to the Nether. We had everything we needed, and then I died coming out of a cave, which set us back. And we've been 2 hours trying to get back into the tech tree, so like, it's not happening today. Mostly I wanted to play around in vibrant visuals. I just wanted to mess around in Bedrock, and I know a lot of it is because I'm used to Java Edition, but I can't see myself ever switching to Bedrock. It's just there's just enough quality of life changes that I'm just like, nope, not for me. I think we're heading... Nope, that's going the other way. I really don't like the way that boats navigate. Long-time listener, first-time viewer. Sit, walk, stand. That's a fun username. Welcome in. The spawn chunks, I'm assuming. What are you doing right now? Sitting, walking, or standing? Good call, Sandy. Inquiring minds need to know. Is that just where I came from? I can't remember. There's weird noises boating in Bedrock too. It's not the same. I rotate between the three. Nice. So say we all. So we were hoping to find a village to kind of kickstart our tech grind back to obsidian. We've only got 2 diamonds. We've not been able to find any villages. Now we found 2 ruined nether portals, but we don't have a way to light them because I can't pick up obsidian without a diamond pickaxe. So we've yet to find enough resources of the right type. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about, this weird white fog that's over some things. It's just not great. Oh, are we gonna find a village over here maybe? No easy exposed iron. First plains biome we've been in a while. Another nether portal maybe? If there's a diamond there, then we're in good shape. Putting the finishing touches on a very long satisfactory project. Nice. What's the project? Keep looking for problems instead of moving on. Yeah, that's a problem. Big old steel plant. Heavy modular frames. Those are a beast. Yay. Now, will there be a diamond? I need a single diamond. Single diamond in the chest. Cross your fingers, chat. Is there even a chest? Dang it. Yeah, the white haze on things is very odd. I hope I haven't been too repetitive in terms of my feedback on this stream. No easy iron. I'm not worried about the coordinates. I'm not going to be streaming for a heck of a lot longer. I just kind of made a mental note that it's behind us. I'll try to head roughly west. If we find another diamond, I'll just turn around and head back east. I don't know that there's enough obsidian there to actually finish the portal anyway. It is not looking good for villages, folks. Man. We got lucky with the one for food, but that's it. Which has been great because this would have been a real pain. There would have been a lot of chicken and cow murders had we not found all the bread. So there is an example of something weird going on, like the white outline, the kind of like outline around the bushes, the firefly bush. I'm definitely getting a lot more strobing effects too in these heavily treed and when there's a lot of water. The trees and the water seem to be a real pain. Well, because you've got like the speckled shadows from the trees and then the refraction from the water. That is a big old crack. Yeah, the water caustics are really nice. Which I get, that's the technical correct term. We've just been discussing that it's too bad we can't separate some of the features, because there's features that people like and there's features that people don't like, but Mojang has just kind of made the decision for you. I'm kind of surprised. I don't know. I should probably look for this to see if it exists, but I could see like a vibrant visuals ASMR YouTube video where it's just somebody running through the woods like this, not really doing anything, just kind of like moving constantly. You might want to not run. You might want to go for make it be a walk, but the problem is that if you had the music going, you wouldn't be able to monetize it. I don't trust YouTube in terms of that. Whenever Mojang adds new tracks. Yeah, it's been mostly good, GC. Like it's just been cool to kind of be in Bedrock, have the experience to be able to talk about it on the next Spawn Chunks podcast and all that stuff. The death was just annoying because like you have to press shift to block with your shield. That means that you can't jump off of blocks. So I got caught out by a baby zombie and a skeleton, and I took some damage when I fell off of something. So it was a little bit tricky. But I had everything. I had the pickaxes, I had the diamonds, I had the obsidian. So, but it's the kind of stuff where like, if it happened in the next little bit on stream, great. But if it didn't, like, I'm not going out of my way to repeat all that grind. You'll find that it's hard pressed to get me into early Minecraft anyway. The caustics do go down. Like you can, depending on the light, that we've seen them as like deep as like 12 blocks. It's pretty good. So we've seen almost all the biomes. I didn't stop to go into that Badlands. I was hoping to run into a desert. Oh, village. Finally. And so the villages, like they light up like a Christmas tree. It's almost worth looking for them at night. Same thing with drowned faces. We've got bloom set to 100% though, right? So just out of curiosity, if I quickly change the settings, I gotta remember to screenshot this stuff first. So some of this is like research for the show. Find the buried visual settings. Let's take that down to 50. I don't know that that made a huge difference. I think maybe a bit. And then we take that down to off. I wonder if the village even shows up. I don't see a difference. So it's not really affecting much around the actual lighting. It's a big village. Hopefully we'll get some stuff. Yeah, sunrise I think is my favorite. You guys look like you're all stuck down here. That sucks. Poor planning on your village. Your village engineer was not thinking. Yeah, there is a delay when you're trying to get out of the water, and it's definitely not something that you deal with in Java. More bread, more apples, more potatoes. I guess I should probably make a shield, shouldn't I? We've been just out in the boat so much. Yeah, there's a couple of differences between Java and Bedrock in the inventory that are really catching me out. Where was he from? Oh, there he's there. Yep, I'm blocking. I don't know what's going on. And now I'm not healing? It's weird. You can eat apples without hunger? That's weird. Guess I should probably just make an iron sword. I'm out of everything. Probably should have made some armor. Oh well. Nothing in there. It's a big village at least. Iron Golem is not doing his job. Maybe emeralds. Take the chest plate. That might be a blacksmith. I've never seen a house like that before. How do you get upstairs? Oh, there's a ladder. That seems dangerous. Stonemason. Yep, good for food, but really not finding much for the tech progression. Well then, took forever to find and there's nothing here. The water on the mountain is a cool color. I wonder if we'll get lucky. Thanks for the heads up, Sandy. Yeah, I gotta wrap things up here. I mean, knowing our luck today, I imagine any nether spawn would probably be miles from a soul sand valley. This is pretty easy terrain to get across though, so we'll just kind of see what's over here. I do find the clouds a little distracting. Like I might even just, you know, I would play Vibrant Visuals probably without the clouds like that. I don't know that it makes much of a difference. I feel like Shovel Knight. It's funny, like I know that there are people that play Minecraft like this that just constantly roam around and play the survival game, and just I've never been that good at the PvE to really make this my nomadic way of life. There's definitely a lot of like just around the next corner when you're trying to progress like this. Like I'm basically just looking for villages and trying to pay attention to things like vibrant visuals and how things are looking. We've definitely seen enough of the biomes, I feel like, that I have some feedback on Monday's show to be like, you know, it's good. Like it's better than not. But you know, when you're used to the control that you get, look at the size of that mountain. Holy crap. When you're used to the control that you get with Java shaders, it's a little bit restrictive, I guess. That is wild. Get a little bit closer. Now there's a screenshot. See what I mean with the water render? It's a very strange render when you're far away. It looks better up close, but until it gets a certain distance, it feels odd. See the bottom starting to make sense? Yeah, like it looks better now. Obviously it's still rendering in too. When that hits the sun coming around the corner, that's probably going to change too. Didn't quite get there. So for anybody in my chat that's a Java player, mostly, do you find that Vibrant Visuals is pulling you to try Bedrock? Or have you all just spent enough time in Bedrock that you're like, I'm good until it comes out on Java? And this mountain range just keeps on going. Whoa, that's a cliff. That is a really large cliff. Holy crap. Some more mountains over there too. SweetSandi says, no, I do not like the oversaturated colors. Yep. As a builder, as an adventure afternoon, it was fine. But as a builder, yeah, I don't like the yellows. Like all of a sudden the jungle and the savanna, not that I build in those that often, but if that's where like something was, like a farm or whatever, I am curious to see what a cherry grove might look like. Just sleep. You don't like shaders either, really, SweetSandi. Interesting. I thought I just destroyed my bed. Yeah, the range at which you can place a boat is really odd. I don't know whether that's the same, but Pixaroofs had mentioned to me a couple of things, like changing the animation in the menu, which I did, but also he said like the lag, the input lag, there's a delay compared to Java. I don't find it's too bad on like jumping and stuff, but hitting mobs, 100%, notice it. Blocking just doesn't seem to be functioning. Like it's very, very odd. And the fact that I can't, like the fact that I have to crouch to block just doesn't seem to make sense to me. Man, these sunflowers are really, really bright. Not in a bad way. I just, first thing in the morning makes sense. They're facing the sun. Right. Let's just get up inside this cherry grove and see. Very bright. Like it's almost lime green. They're definitely changing the colors from biome to biome. I know grass color changes in terms of the texture, but it's a combination of like the grass color changing, but then also the light color changing, or the saturation changing, I guess. Never used shaders because I couldn't be bothered to figure out how to get mods to work. The water caustics and the fact that the vanilla option are all needed to get me want to play Bedrock until it comes on Java. I don't, correct me if I'm wrong, chat. I don't think you need mods to play with shaders. I think you can just run shaders on Java. Like that's part of the thing that you can do. I did it again. I went right through that cherry grove and I did not take a screenshot. Sun's probably straight up overhead now too. You need Iris or Optifine? I've been playing with mods for so long that yeah, there's that white haze is back again. And again, unfortunately, I can't tell you what biome this is. It's probably a mountain meadow because Bedrock doesn't give you that information. Again, so strange. You'd think that players would want to know. We discussed earlier that walking through forests is really quite cool. With the vibrant visuals. Oh, another nether portal. Oh, that was almost the end of the stream. It is funny, like it's very distracting because of how new and shiny everything is, and I've definitely walked off of a few things here. No diamonds. Yeah, that's looked very grayed out too. Can you make a portal with a bucket? I could try to do that. That's fair. There's a village. Wow. It is really noticeable when you go into a savanna. Everything turns yellow. Were you tempted to convert Westel into vibrant visuals for Bedrock? No. No, the Citadel is a modded server. I can, what I would be tempted to do is see if there's a shader out there that mimics vibrant visuals, but now that I've seen it, it would have to mimic vibrant visuals, but then also improve upon it for me to use it on the Citadel. And you forget, after being endgame for so long, how much water really restricts your movement. I'm not used to the green highlight in chests either. Savannah villages are cool looking, I have to say. Lots of hay, which is nice. Very small village. Unless there's more like over the cliff somewhere. Oh, here we go. Not much going on, guys. Yeah, this Savannah village is like hanging on the edge of the world. I mean, I guess it's a little dramatic, but nothing in there. Well, outside of these last two buildings, I'd say there's not much left. Missed the water. What is the point of that building? Guess that's the fisherman. Finally a bundle. I've got 4 now. I could have used those before. It's so much more pleasant going downhill. Sort of like going south. Even though we're going west. And another portal. Can I get over there before the sun sets? Probably not. Right on, folks. Well, I think that's where we're going to wrap things up. We'll watch the sunset here together. I am going to be back tomorrow, probably back in West Hill, working on the Citadel. I don't see much point in dabbling around more with vibrant visuals, but it's been fun. Hopefully you enjoyed the afternoon. If you want to write into the Spawn Chunks, spawnchunkmail@gmail.com. Let us know what your experience has been with Chase the Skies. What do you think about vibrant visuals? Where do you think Mojang could improve them? What are you hoping to see in Java? I think all of that stuff will be super important coming in. Thanks very much for the follow. I'm Merking. Hopefully you were lurking and enjoying the day. And thanks again for hanging out for my first Bedrock stream. Probably won't be the last, but it won't be a frequent occurrence just because I put so much time into the Java world that I'm on. So I'll be back tomorrow. Thanks again, everyone. I will see you then. Bye for now.